In July of 2018, Joe DeMeo was 20 years old and planning his future. One fateful morning, after working an extra late night shift, Joe fell asleep at the wheel of his car on his way home, and he lost control, rolled several times before the car burst into flames. He suffered third-degree burns over 80% of his body. And Joe, after undergoing a nearly 24-hour surgery in 2021, is indeed the world's first successful face and double hand transplant.
Yeah, I woke up from the coma about 3.5 months later.
So, do you have memory of that Good Samaritan pulling you out of the car, or is all of that blank? And the next thing you remember, besides getting into your car to go home, is when you woke up 3.5 months later from the medically induced coma?
Yeah, I just remember waking up from the coma because all that was just told from the police report, and then the Samaritan got to my parents' police station, so he got to tell my parents the story. Only have 8% burns. Uh, your eyelids are burnt off, and they amputated my fingertips. Basically, it looked like baby carrots with fingers, and like an L shaped my hands because they were stiff from the burns. So he told me that, and not even like a half an hour later, occupational therapy came in, and physical therapy came in to start, getting back on my feet.
So what was going through your mind this whole time, knowing now that the doctor told you were 80% burned, your body was 80% burned, your fingers weren't working, your eyes were covered in and were different than they were before you had this accident.
First, I was like, it kind of sucks because all this hard work is down the drain, but you really had time to think. One, you're on so many like medications and drugs that like your brain's kind of foggy. And then on top of that, everyone is surrounding you, like nurses, therapists, occupational therapy, physical therapies always are surrounding you. But there was a lot more physical pain with my hands because of the burns.